And meditation actually produces the opposite effect of fight or flight response. A new study reveals that practitioners of meditation experience changes in gene expression that are the exact opposite of what occurs during the fight, flight, freeze, stress response. Specifically, genes associated with energy metabolism, mitochondrial function, insulin secretion, and telomere maintenance are turned on, while those involved in inflammation are turned off just by meditating. These effects are more significant and consistent for long-term practitioners. So we're not just sitting in meditation, relaxing, calming the mind, but we're experiencing a specific genomic response that counteracts the harmful genomic effects of stress. And this is why meditation can protect against anxiety and depression, as well as other physical conditions such as hypertension, cardiovascular disease, even types of cancer that are exacerbated by stress. Getting comfortable. And this is important. The higher you sit up, the lower the knees can drop, the more comfortable your hips and knees might be. So just little tricks. I'm sitting on my bolster and my meditation cushion, and I have a cushion underneath my ankles and my feet. So if it helps your spine stay upright, this is a good thing. This is what we're going for. So let's take 5 deep breaths. This is always a very quick nervous system hack, just to kind of switch the nervous system. So breathing in, full breath. Exhale, let go. You can open the mouth and just do the soft sigh sound out. Breathe down into your belly, your hips, your low back. Oh, yawning's good yoga. Like, it stretches the mouth. So yawn if you need to. Just don't. Just be in a natural state, whatever you need to be. And then just allow the breath to find its own natural rhythm. Just even notice after 5 deep breaths. Sometimes you can feel right away subtle shifts. So let's use our breath to focus. So just begin focusing on the natural breath. Just breathing naturally, slowly, just whatever the breath needs to be. Breathing in and out through the nose if that's possible, so closing the mouth. And allow your energy to settle by anchoring your attention to the breath. Soften your shoulders, your belly, and your thighs. And watch the breath with a sense of loving awe. the breath that's always with us. Breathe in, breathe out. Feel the gentle rise and fall of the body as the body breathes itself. Letting yourself drop into a state of being rather than doing, right here, right now, simply present with your breath. And as you continue to watch the breath, of course, thoughts will still arise as the mind is always at play. So you can also notice these thoughts that come. Watch them as if from a distance, witnessing the thoughts. And it can be helpful to visualize your thoughts as if they are clouds or bubbles. A thought arises, it floats up and into our awareness. And then, if left alone, it will also float on by, dissipate, or burst. So stay anchored with your breath as you play with the awareness of this process. Present with breath, but aware of thought clouds or thought bubbles. And understand that thoughts are not solid, they're not fixed. They take shape and then they break apart. And they're continuously changing shape. They come and go. We cannot grasp at a cloud or a bubble. And neither is there any point in grasping in these thoughts. So let them be and remain aware of the breath as the thoughts do their thing. Avoid chasing, following, or attaching to thought. Avoid trying to stop thoughts or push them away. See if you can be aware of thoughts, but not thinking. And stay anchored in the breath. Lovingly allowing your thoughts to shift, change, and flow. Knowing also that thoughts are time travelers and they are either past thoughts or future thoughts. And again, if we could just bring awareness when we have a thought, be curious if we're ruminating about the past or are we worried about the future. Or sometimes our past and future thoughts are more benign. But we lovingly focus, anchored in the breath. So when we go into flight, fight response, this can be from a past memory. We get triggered. It also can be from future worrying, and that can also trigger fear, anxiety. So we can do compassionate meditation. And again, it doesn't mean pushing away the triggers. So when we're triggered, usually it's a thought we have, then triggers an emotion. But we can lovingly hold space and we can befriend these places of us that get triggered. With our directed attention and also kind attention, developing self-compassion. In these moments, we can care for ourselves, to attend and befriend fear, so we can shift away from fight, flight response. Just like the thoughts can dissipate, so can those. Just like a bubble can pop, so can those. So the very nature of mindfulness is to notice when our thoughts drift ahead or behind the present moment. and attend and befriend. Make friends with it, get to know it. Listen and feel the reaction in our body and hold loving care. So the good news is we can observe our reactions without letting them consume us. And while we are all wired to think and feel, to fear and fret, we're also wired to attend and befriend these natural responses of mindfulness and compassion. So just stay anchored in the breath. And I think bringing a ever so soft, sweet smile, slightly turning the corners of the mouth up, can help bring in some of this self-compassion. Maybe help us not be so serious about our practice. It can help us to, again, attend and befriend some of the experiences we don't like. And when we are in that place of fear and stress, it closes our heart. And in that time of fight, flight, we're fighting for our lives in a sense. But when we can come back to more of a relaxation response, a calm response, the heart can open once again. So just invite you to place the palm of one hand lovingly over your own sweetheart and the other palm over top, just holding your heart sacredly with loving kindness and compassion. Then send one final loving deep breath to your own heart space. Bowing to your heart center as you join your hands together, and then gently opening the eyes as you open the middle three fingers, making Padma Mudra, the lotus position, and peering in to see your own diamond light. Om Mane Padme Hum. May the jewel of the lotus be realized. Then seal the hands again, close your eyes. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om peace, peace, peace. And just knowing with our practice, we cultivate peace within, and this brings peace in the world. Namaste, my friends.